If you like the partisanship of this year's presidential race, you will undoubtedly want to hear about a bill introduced this week in the Georgia legislature.
And this bill would all but eliminate nonpartisan elections in Georgia, forcing judges and other nonpartisan office holders into Democratic and Republican primaries. 11 Alive's Doug Richards reports on how that might look.
It is well known here at the Capitol that every single statewide elected office holder in Georgia is a Republican. What they often overlook is the fact that one Democrat holds a nonpartisan statewide office.
Ken Hodges asks the first question.
10 years ago, Democrat Ken Hodges ran for Attorney General against Republican Sam Olens. Olens won that race.
Mr. Hodges, do you support Arizona-style immigration law reform?
Which had plenty of partisan fireworks.
It's crystal clear that illegal is illegal.
Hodges lost, but quietly made a comeback. While Brian Kemp and Stacey Abrams were embroiled in a highly partisan governor's race 2 years ago, the one-time Democratic candidate ran for a nonpartisan judgeship on the Georgia Court of Appeals. Hodges won the statewide race handily.
I would say Ken's a center-left kind of guy, and I personally like Ken, but that is the first in a few years.
Senator Jeff Mullis is behind a bill that would require judges and other nonpartisan candidates to run in political party primaries. Nonpartisan races include Atlanta mayor. Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms is a vocal Democrat who plans to run again next year in the city's nonpartisan election. Some candidates, like two-time runner-up Mary Norwood, have straddled party lines. Mullis says partisan elections are more transparent.
I truly believe that it's important for the constituency to know their philosophical belief on certain issues. And you know, if you're Democrat or Republican, they fairly well know how you feel about most issues.
Judge Hodges told us he thinks there's no reason to change it. We are not legislators. Clearly, judges should be nonpartisan, he said. Politics has no role in judicial decisions. Senator Mullis is a powerful committee chairman who could single-handedly advance his bill to eliminate nonpartisan elections. Mullis says he does not plan to do that this year. But next year, maybe.